Hi, this is Bharadwaj and today we are going to discuss the topic Documentum administration. In today's session we'll only discuss about the broad perspective of Documentum administration, and in our consequent sessions we'll go into detail of each of the subtopics. In this slide we are going to discuss the components to administer in a Documentum environment. These are Dockbase, user groups and ACLs administration, jobs and methods administration, site caching services administration, search and indexing, and content storage. As we know that the Dockbase or repository is central to any Documentum setup, hence its proper administration is the very much required thing. In fact, Dockbase administration is the umbrella under which all other topics fall. All content transactions take place in the Dockbase. The Dockbase may be a standalone one or it may be in a federated environment. In either case, we have to follow the principles of administration. Now comes the users, groups, and ACLs, which altogether provide the security mechanism for your content. So you must ensure that ACLs are properly managed. You must understand how groups are used to manage your users for authorization. How and where users are created. Are they authenticated via Active Directory or an LDAP environment? These are a few common scenarios to understand. There are a number of system and custom jobs that take care of a variety of activities within the Documentum environment. As an administrator, you must understand the system jobs and the custom jobs that are running in your environment. You must know about the schedule of these jobs and how they impact the overall application. You must be aware of using the administrative methods in order to utilize them well as and when needed. In case you are using site caching services for publishing data to your company website, proper configuration of publishing jobs, scheduling of job running, or logs analysis is must for proper publication of information to business users. Hence, it's the job of the administrator to look into these issues. Next comes information search. It's the most sought after activity in our day-to-day life. So it's imperative to ensure that search function is available all the time. This will include on how to follow preventive steps to ensure indexing agent and indexing server are in good health. Search optimization may be another responsibility for the administrator. Next is storage. Content storage technology is implemented, how they work for your environment, is there enough storage available for day-to-day operations, etc., are to be considered as part of Documentum administration. In this slide we are going to consider a few more components of administration. These are maintaining formats and types, managing document formats, modifying their properties, how custom object types can be created and modified, etc. will be discussed in this section, and it's a part of the administrator. A single statement I can make is that the role of administrators is very vital when we see it from application performance viewpoint. You must have heard of users complaining of slow response time, browser crashing, etc. Now this kind of bad performance may be attributed to issues in the content server environment, web server response, or maybe something to do with the network. As an administrator, we must drill down to reach the point where the problem lies. Application server environment. You may have your application loaded on WebSphere, WebLogic, or any other application server. Irrespective of the application server, it's a must to be aware of the configuration parameters for the application, response of the web server, functioning of the application server, and suggesting to the middleware team on the points that affect Documentum is also a part of the role of the administrator. The operating environment. Maybe it will be an Unix based environment or Windows based. Proper administration like patching, running of antivirus software, scheduled shutdown and restarts of the server are also critical in overall Documentum health. In many organizations, the environment administration may be taken care by a separate team. However, as a Documentum administrator, you must have basic knowledge of all the dependencies the Documentum application has on its environment. Needless to say that the database environment is very critical for uninterrupted connectivity. Connectivity to the database, monitoring essential database services, management of table spaces are a few things which can be considered from Documentum admin viewpoint. Sessions are established when a user logs into the system. How long the session is active, what is the trend of the user sessions at different times, and how they impact the overall application performance should be looked into. Monitoring the sessions and killing them when required can also be the responsibility of the administrator. Since these are the points, 10 to 12 points that we looked into, we are going to discuss in detail in our upcoming sessions. If you have any questions, feedback and any queries, please feel free to write me at bchaudhary@documentumzone.com. It's there in the slide, and I'll try my best to get back to you. Thank you very much.